Hello and welcome to the IDL. My name is Nick, and this is Gluttony and Earth. We're getting real slow today, a real slow and sensual episode. Too much excitement last episode. We're gonna slow it down. And with me on this slow and sensual podcast, he's just a twinkle in your grandfather's eye. It's Kyle.
I thought you were gonna call me a twink.
He's just a twink. It's Kyle. No.
I also thought he was going to call Kyle a twink and was really nervous about the energy.
Amazing start.
I was sure you're going to call him a twink.
Just introduce people as twinks from now on.
I'm nowhere near a twink.
Laundry Day is his favorite holiday. It's Adam.
It's not. It's the bane of my existence. I hate doing laundry.
Yeah, well, it's probably because unlike other holidays, you do it more frequently, I assume. I bet if you only did it once a year, you'd love it. Because then you'd have clean clothing.
No, it's bad. It's bad.
It's bad. Making his return to Pokemon Randomizer Nuzlocke streaming, it's Baka Zombie.
You never know. You do never know. You know, here's the problem with streaming. I dedicated my Thursdays to streaming, but Thursdays became laundry day because I record on Wednesdays now. So I can't stream anymore.
That's the worst part. Is there is no time to stream ever.
Yep.
So.
And I'm just too dang tired.
Too dang sleepy. This guy, speaking of sleepy, this guy has frequent nightmares about drowning in a vat of chocolate. It's Kane.
Augusta, sweetheart, save some room for later.
I assume it's a reference to something. It sounded like you the way you said that sounded like you.
No, you did not.
That.
No.
The first thing you said when you said vat of chocolate, I'm like, oh, he's gonna do an Augusta's glue thing.
Yeah.
No. You cannot be serious.
Man,
Like the conviction, the way you said it, it sounded like you had that like on hand, like that's a quote of something.
It is a quote.
I assume it is. I don't get the reference.
Oh no! Podcast has been canceled. We can't do
Done.
this.
Yeah, 2 in a row. Canceled 2 in a row. We got no. You have
best intro ever.
Is it like a famous thing or?
Yeah, it is. Let's not explain it. Let's just move on.
Look up Augustus Glue. In your free time, look up Augustus.
That sounds like
Glue.
something I don't want to Google.
We'll just quote that movie throughout the whole show now.
Okay, yeah, I won't know. Apparently.
Okay.
Some
Wow.
Loop saving for dinner, I hear. I do want to bring back a segment to the show where we're getting into this. I'll bring back a segment I like to call Get Off My Back, which would take user comments and reviews. Long-time listener.
By the way.
No, long time.
Tears glistening on his face. He's been reading these reviews and they've hit him to the core.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we got a familiar jackass on the Spotify called Spimpy29. Writes in saying,
okay.
Was that one that commented before?
Yeah. Well, Wilderness Will gave like one.
I don't remember Spimpy.
Yeah, Wilderness Will gave like one review in which he like said Kyle wasn't doing enough or some shit like that, and then Spimpy has had all the other ones, but we've always just latched onto Wilderness Will because he's the one who said something about Kyle.
I remember, but
yeah, Spimpy29. Spimpy29 says, episode 71, you allowed people to drink potions as a bonus action. And to that I say, I was distracted with running combat and didn't realize we don't do bonus action drinks in this game.
I didn't think we did.
No, so what happened was like Kane did a bonus action drink of his potion of speed or whatever, and in my head I was like too busy like running shit. I was like in my head I think I justified it as like, oh, it's probably just like healing potions are in action and like other ones are bonus actions or something, like other elixirs and shit like that might be.
Usually FDMs allow bonus action healing potions. All the others are still actions.
Yeah. And then like
why Baldur's Gate is tainting everybody's mind.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate's giving everyone the taint.
You got there.
but then Adam then said, "Oh, I forgot that potions are a bonus action," and drank a potion in that fight too. And I was like too busy. I was too busy like into the combat to think about it. And then as I was like editing it, I was like, that doesn't sound fucking right.
Because everybody does it at this point.
Yeah, except for me. I'm a hard ass about that.
Especially
if you're drinking underwater.
It should be easier. It just like floats and then you breathe.
So you get no action at all.
You get a 30 seconds of a healing as it dilutes to the water. Yeah, I'd say Spimpy 29. It's a good observation.
Nope. Fuck you, Spimpy.
Thanks for tattling. I will remember to give them their homework.
Do I have potions? I probably have 6 or something.
You guys just don't use your potions.
I have used
I have 3.
all of my potions. Indian is invisible 99% of the time and doesn't get hit by shit.
Yeah.
And I'm getting the fuck beat out of me and have to drink every one of my potions.
It's very Indian coded for me to go, do I have that?
Yeah.
or just be going through my inventory and be like, when did I get this? Indian's the only character I have that problem with.
It's because she's so invisible she also can't see her own stuff. So a little unrelated. So that I just wanted to get that out of the way. No other interesting
That's the only
comments.
comment we got.
That's the only interesting ones. The only interesting ones that I thought needed to be things. This one's a little short. Just wanted to mention. Have you ever fucking seen a tumbleweed before?
Yeah.
No.
I saw my first tumbleweed. Like literally a few days ago. I know. Well, it's a specific kind of plant that's dead because it like spreads its seeds as it's rolling, and it like invasive as fuck, I guess. But I saw my first one, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
It's high noon.
And I 2 of them in the same week, and I was not expecting tumbleweeds in the city. I guess just a wild.
They'll get you anywhere.
I've moved recently. It's time of recording, so it's just a fun little wacky things you see in the cities, you know, little experience. They'll
classic city fauna.
Classic city fauna.
Especially the
dead
city
and on
you
the move.
moved to.
Yeah, the city of
Pittsburgh.
The city of beep.
Yeah,
New
Pittsburgh
York
beep.
City.
Pittsburgh beat New York City. My favorite city that I have moved to. I wanted to get into that Spimpy, so I wanted to just show. I had a whole
That's Spimpy.
like a Deadpool.
No.
hey, listeners, 2024, year of the popcorn bucket, baby.
Year of the popcorn, fuck it, baby.
I wasn't going to say popcorn bucket.
We have an explicit tag. It's okay. I think we forget that because we don't do much with it. Every like 5 episodes, I'll say something extremely. Yeah,
the banter.
The banter fucking goes off the wall. That's where the explicit tag comes in. You don't want to be
explicit because it's right away.
Yeah.
Our audience comes in, hears the banter, be like, I can't listen to this podcast. They curse way too much for me.
I can't listen to this podcast. It's past my bedtime.
It's so mild compared to the banter.
Because I think Darius has the worst mouth out of all of them.
Yeah.
I don't know that Indians ever swore.
No, I don't think so. Darius
brutal.
loves popping off on people and just cussing them out.
Yeah, popping off like a popcorn.
We gotta stop. We gotta go to the recap. We gotta.
I love that Adam's now become the new "we gotta stop" band person. I would very much
it's grown. This character, and to let you know, Bago, this is episode 77.
Sheesh. I gotta retire.
Yeah, we've been going a while. So there's
Speaking of
because
popping
we've got
off,
no. To say, speaking of going on for a while, it's time for that recap. I think we've done things. We got to hear what we've done. So what you guys did was last episode you arrived back to New Veneer. You took the boat. You took the train. You arrived in the slightly snowing, wintry landscape that is New Veneer. Indian excitedly goes off to show Silas the conservatory and all the plants and whatnot to show off the home, thinking that Silas is going to hopefully stay there a while. Leaving Temnos and Darius to have the tough conversation with Thelm's kids, Gilly, Dwando, and John. Mostly Temnos explaining the situation to the kids, while Darius and Grafto, who is there, make uncomfortable eyes to each other as they realize like how uncomfortable this is about to get. The kids they lash out, calling Temnos a liar, and they all leave and run out into the wintry city, leaving, and Temnos chases after them. So they're not just alone and freezing out there, emotionally terrified. In that time, Grafto is able to inform Darius that Ildatha had left, saying he got a letter requesting to go back to his duties back in the kingdom. So he had left, leaving Grafto to watch over the kids, and not just watching over them because Ildatha's gone, but also apparently there has been some fires in the city recently. Specifically, two apartments were burnt down. The apartments that both Darius and Endian were staying at prior to this manor. So Grafto has been here, kind of keeping an eye on the kids, keeping an eye on the property, realizing that something's being targeting towards Endian and the crew. He also mentions that, like, before Deborah left, while she was still working, she mentioned something about a sword that possibly was like having a hard time working with, and he brought up a shortcut. The idea of a shortcut to Darius on ways to make it work, if that's what they're looking for. Darius said he'd think it over. He'd talk to Endian about it. They split ways, leaving Darius to show Silas a room where he can stay, while Endian checks up on her room to make sure nothing's going on in there, nothing's been harassed or disturbed. Goes to look out the window another time, and we cut it over to Temnos searching the streets, asking people about where these kids might have gone, being led to the forest to the west, unbeknownst to him, back to the old stomping grounds, the kids' hideout, and stumbles upon them, breaking through their barrier by accident, and talking them down a bit to calm them down and say, hey, I know this sucks, people have left you, but I'll try my hardest to watch out for you. Let's get back out of the cold and get some grub. And we left the last episode of them returning back. Whew. I feel like downtime can officially start. Gotten all the figums done and out of the way. I couldn't think of a word for it, so I just used the word figums. Yeah. So what all are we thinking about, gang?
I mean, I always have a list of things I would like to accomplish during downtime.
Classic.
I'll start with the easiest. I mean, I'll do my like for my first two, I'll do my one maintenance with Grafto to maintain that bond.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to do some non-magical crafting.
Okay.
So I am going to make some jewelry out of the silver wire and gem chips that I made. So that this all should be under 250 gold, so I can get it all done in one check.
Yeah.
And then also I am going to, which may take more time, but I'm going to source like a small, I mean, not maybe small, but like a pillar of like granite to make a monument out of, like a 2 or 3 foot tall monument. I don't know how much you want that to cost.
Granite's pretty expensive. I don't know. I do you have money? Are you broke?
Not broke. I have money. I got gems I
Okay.
can liquidate and things like
Right.
that.
Okay. Yeah. I'll let you go on with it. I'll think about
Okay.
whatever the cost is at some
Cool.
point.
So to start with, because it'll also be more obvious, as Darius is working on all this type of stuff, eventually, you would see in the conservatory, which also I'm removing 50 gold for something else. There is a small granite obelisk that has a torch, like a metal like sconce almost at the top of it, that has a blue continual flame at the top, and it is carved with Thelem Ramir, a hero to the end, that is now in the center of the conservatory.
Okay. So we know you're gonna do your crafting. What ideas does everyone else have so far for this? We always know Darius be crafting, so he can always take up as much time as needed to do all that kind of stuff. So like, I want to kind of get an idea maybe of like how long people are doing their stuff, or like what they're after.
Temenos would like to take a few days, after coming back and the children kind of accepting everything that happened with Thelem. Temenos would like to start to teach them, if they're willing to learn, about Asana Vita.
This is how they do it.
That's
This is how they get you.
This is how they
So
do
on
it,
the
dude.
nose.
That's how they do it.
Oh, they're lowest. You
player
son of a
games.
bitch.
That's how it works.
All of
That's how
this
it
talk
works.
last episode about being there for him, you just prey on him.
That's how they do it, dude. Tell me I'm wrong.
Okay, so I'm gonna proselytizing children. I'll write that down for you. I'll think about how I want to go about it. I think I know how I want to go about it, but we'll I want to check in with everyone else too. Andy.
Other than general Andean things, she will she'll get flowers to help with the monument. Like to have flowers around it. I want to get the Atlantis flowers started as well, and I want to do research on Dark World and any entities that give shadow-esque things to people. Basically trying to figure anything out about whatever this entity is that keeps saying they gave me my powers.
Yeah. Okay. How about Silas?
Hey, you. I'm gonna stalk Endian.
Ooh.
I'm joking.
You sultry, then you're gonna stalk me?
I wanna know what's going on.
All right, yeah, I have the downtown activity for crime up right now.
Okay. Basically, just keeping an eye on her to see if she'll drop the fucking facade and check in with. I don't know if we've established. Is there a way I can get in touch with the group I'm tied with?
Yeah, I feel like there's probably ways that you could like easily reach out. Because I think they're more interested in reaching out to you at any given time anyways. So you think it would be hard to find some stalker.
Well, I just want to check in.
Yeah.
I've got other things too.
Okay. And Dan?
I need to call Father.
Father? Do I not have my timer running? I do.
Oh, heck.
I do have it. Okay. So you've got to call Father. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do. I want to start with Darius. If you want to do your crafting of your jewelry stuff.
Oh, yeah. Do I actually have to make a check for that?
Yeah, you just have to get a quest meter of 1 to.
And I believe. Let me just double check. Yes. Would this count as something that I could get advantage of with our workshop?
Yeah. It's not a high DC. You'll probably pass it. I just want to know.
I got a 16 on the die. I have double proficiency with.
Yeah. That goes by pretty quick. I just want to. So while you're working on that crafting and stuff like that, I'm just kind of Silas. Okay, yeah, Silas. So if you want to check in with them, possibly give me a like an investigation check.
Gotta stalk them too? Shit.
Or religion. Religion. Religion's also fine if that's what you want.
Doesn't matter. I rolled a 4.
Rolled a 4. Okay. I mean, you're in a new city. It's snowing out. You try to like reach out, and obviously, your friend also like is probably good at summoning and stuff like that. Like they can probably somewhat sense your nearness. You find that it's you're lacking in people here right now. You could probably like find other ways to reach out to them, but like you're not finding a significant like population of people yet, and it might just take some time as they start flocking to you. Is all.
Don't worry about it. Since I am keeping an eye on Indian, I would be helping with Thelum's stuff. So I don't know if you want me to roll or lend advantage or whatnot.
Not yet. I'm going to switch over to Temenos. I think what I'll have you do here is Okay, I'm gonna have you start talking. You're basically performing some sacred rites with them. Like you're running them through this education. You're trying to talk to them, keep them company, and like mention this stuff. So you're gonna need this is probably gonna have like a quest meter of 2 to like make progress on this, which means eventually you'll have to probably take like 2 downtime activities for this. Give me an idea like what you're talking to these kids about. Like, go ahead and like give me a scene with that.
So I would start with just like how Asanavita and the other gods created the universe. Just give them like the origin story, and then how praying to Asanavita, she can help you deal with the pains of life, and then explaining my own experiences with Asanavita.
Okay, I want you to give me a religion check. Or persuasion. Religion or persuasion.
Okay. We'll go religion. 21.
Okay, they're like, oh, so, and they still talk to you?
In their own way, yes. It's not as direct. It's not as direct as you or I talking to each other, but yes, they're able to communicate in very different ways.
Is this Asanavita? And he holds up a beetle. Gilly knows.
In a way.
What is Asanavita saying right now?
I don't think she communicates that directly, but yes, the beetle can even be a part of Asanavita. All of us that live are children to Asanavita.
So Asanavita is our mom?
No, your mother is still your mother, but in a way, Asanavita created all life, gave us the ability to feel and comprehend and have compassion for others, so in a way, yes, she is like our mother.
Oh. I think with that.
sorry.
No, it's the O, and then I didn't have a response after that. Yeah, because we're just kind of forming. That was just based off your discussion with it. You still have a bit to go. Maybe they're still like questioning about this. You did a pretty good job with talking about it. So far seems like it's going pretty good.
Okay.
I'm gonna have ending. If you don't mind, I'd probably have you call your father first, just because I have some things I kind of want to line up with this.
Hey. Bring.
Hello.
Hello. This is Princess Endian. May I speak to my father?
Oh, sorry, Princess Endian. Your father's pretty busy right now.
What is he busy doing, may I ask?
He has a lot of important meetings right now. He's working on some treaties.
Treaties for what?
Ending some of the aggressions that's been happening.
From?
There's been some attacks going on. I assume you were some northern tribes. I guess I don't know too much about it. They're still working on it. But he's pretty busy. Unfortunately, not. She's dealing with a lot of the other domestic issues going on while your father is off doing a lot of the negotiation work. So it's just a very busy time right now with them. I'm sure they'd love to call you back at some point when they get some time. It's just I could take some messages.
How about Hessen? Is she available?
Unfortunately not. She seems like she's working with King Anar right now.
Are any of my sisters available to speak to? It's kind of an emergency. I'd like to get in contact with one of my family members, please.
Just give me... Yeah, no problem. Give me some time here. If you want to make like a persuasion check.
What? Do I get advantage because I'm a princess?
No.
Damn it. Don't need it. It's a natural 20, bitch, or 25.
Just give me a moment. And she it's like a bit of time passes a little bit, and then you eventually get a response. From. Sorry, just
Gotta dig for my sister's name.
No, I have them in front of me. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Like, you get it from Alari.
Oh.
Alari?
Alair.
It was Alair. Okay, Alair. Yeah, you get from Alair. Endian, how are you?
What's happening, Alair? Why is father signing treaties? What fight is happening?
I don't know how much you've kept in contact. We've just had some skirmishes around the borders, and father's just making sure everything goes smoothly so it doesn't escalate or create some kind of a problem.
Why are they attacking?
I'm not entirely sure. I think it's just some issue with nearby governments or tribes. As you know, to the north, it's a bit more of a there's a little bit more of a open area, a little more lawless. So I believe it's just some unruliness or some unhappiness going on. But King Anar's tending to it. I think Hessen's with him to try and get some hand-on experience with negotiations. But other than that, no, it's just, I don't think it's anything huge. There's just been getting skirmishes here and there. He's just trying to squash it, I guess.
Is that why Eldatha had to go back?
Possibly. I'm not entirely sure about that. I know, I think I heard father say something about him being on vacation for a while. I mean, if he came back, he was probably asked to come back out of vacation for some reason. Possibly then just to... I haven't been up near the encampments where they're doing their negotiations, so I don't know for sure if he's there. I've been trying to, it's pretty busy this time of year, making sure that all of the environmental aspects are doing well in the winter months.
Should I come home?
Oh, for this, I think father and sister probably have this under control. I don't know exactly what will necessitate a return. I think they're probably fine. I think if there was something big, I would have heard about it or by now.
Please do keep in touch if anything develops further. Please have father call me. I'd like to speak with him. It's been a while.
Yeah, when I can get a hold of him, I make sure he returns a call.
Right. It's good to hear from you, Valeria.
Yes, of course, you. I hope you're safe in your journeys. I know you've been gone a while.
Yes, quite safe. I have good people with me.
Good. Right, I do have some meetings to attend to, if you don't mind.
Of course.
Of course. Right. Stay safe.
Bloop. 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 And he hangs up the phone, just a little creak in the bark. Just a little more comes out.
The stress is just eating her alive.
Just starts creeping down her neck a little bit.
So, some things I want to do with this crafting of the pillar for Thelum and like everyone trying to help with this thing. I want to do Where? Sorry. Thing open. Yeah, I'm gonna treat this like the team building exercise. So normally, like that, like has a cost of 50 gold, and I'll just have that be eaten out of this for your materials if you want to do that.
The continual flame costs 50 gold to cast. So
oh, well, that's it. That'll work fine because that's the cost of everything that you need to get what you need. I think that works great. So I think you guys are all helping each other build this little funeral spot, possibly to have a formal funeral if that's what you guys are into. But you kind of spend the time getting this to work. I think the kids are still saddened and kind of reclusive a bit, but you can tell that they're appreciating the work you're putting into honoring Thelum for them. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, so throughout this this process, just to get like a few pockets of role play in here, I want you to each like we'll start with Darius. Give me another party member that you want to kind of have this like a scene with this. That maybe you have like a connection that happens during this process of prepping and building and
I feel like it's the easy choice, but I also feel like it has to be Endian, of just like throughout this whole process of just like like he's connecting with everyone else too, but this is the most of like the three of them started this process together, so it doesn't make sense to have them like this interaction with anyone else to start with at least.
Okay. I want you to choose like a bond, an ideal, a flaw, maybe her background, class, just an aspect of Endian, and like give me like a negative story connection to it. Like something that's like maybe not something that's like that you can work through.
I don't know if it's like an official flaw of Endian, but I feel like
I don't know if it's official flaw, but I can name a few.
Well, I also don't know like what Endian's like specific character traits are.
Yeah.
But I feel like even like through all of this as well, like Darius and with like Silas and everything, like since this has all happened, of just like trying to make more of a genuine connection with Endian, because like I mean Darius also has a lot of walls up, but just like trying to overcome that a little bit more of like we can't keep holding each other at like arm's length, like this isn't working out and it's only making it more difficult.
Yeah. Just give me like a short scene between you two with that.
Oh,
like how does this manifest in the process of building this funeral?
I think it probably comes about as like when Darius is actually setting up the monument in the conservatory, because like the conservatory was always more of like Thelum's and Endian's space, and like Darius doesn't, not that he would have to, but like doesn't ask, and just like one day is in there setting up this monument, because I don't think he made it super well known what he was doing, because this was just going to be like his tribute to it. And then as Endian is working on like the flowers and things like that, I think Darius would just be like, I never really asked him why he liked gardening. He just did it. And I never asked him why he liked doing it.
I didn't either. But he did enjoy. Did he name his vegetables.
I think he had a couple names for him. I feel like he mentioned that to us. There's a he talked about Ollie, and if Ollie was doing well, since there wasn't anyone else, so I assumed that was one of his crops.
He knitted stuff for them too, I think.
Yeah, who do you think his adoptive mom taught him to knit, or did he teach himself to knit?
I mean, I would assume she taught him at least something. It's not really a hobby you can just pick up out of nowhere. From what I know, I've never done it.
I don't know. I mean, we knew him for a while, but again, you don't. I mean, he didn't know a lot about himself, so I feel like it was hard for us to know anything about him.
True.
I think Darius also takes this moment and pulls like a small box out of his coat pocket, and in like the very like offhand, not trying to make a big deal out of it, hands it to Endian and says, "As working on something. I wanted to make something pretty, and I thought you'd enjoy it." And hands you a small box.
Thank you. It's just an awkward thing of, do you want me to open in front of you? Do you want me to open it?
Darius like truly hands it to you, and then goes back to like settling the has no obligation or like expectations of what.
Yeah, then she'll open it while you're going back to your work.
It is a set of earrings that have a cascade like hanging from small silver chains of the gems in the shape of leaves. So it's like orange, yellow, and red gemstones in the shapes of leaves.
She kind of smiles, looks over to you working, puts it back in her pocket, and goes back to patting soil around the plants.
Yeah. So the default skill check for this is insight. If you have something that you think fits better, you can do something better. But otherwise, I think the default, if you both want to give me insights.
I don't know if I have anything better than insight, even though insight is a horrible skill for me.
I'm rolling insight as well, right?
Yeah.
I got 16.
I got a 10.
Darius, I think it was probably good for you to go through this all, and it's like very rote. You didn't really. I don't think you like. I mean, no mechanical gains from this. No like bitterness. Nothing like really erupted from it. Endian, you see yourself in like a connection between you and Darius, and this how you guys barely knew Thelum to a degree. I think you see like your connections in a kind of like a new light in a sense. You're gonna get advantage on your next 2 downtime activities.
Nice.
And then you're gonna get what's called a team building memory. So with this memory as a bonus action, you can get the effects of enhance ability for 10 minutes with no concentration required. You can use this once at some point. So it's like this memory of this build, like this stuff, maybe it's tied to the earrings, maybe it's tied to this moment, but something like that just kind of like gives you something more positive that you can use to hold on to life later a little bit more. All right, Temenos, how about you?
I think after kind of explaining like the basics of the faith. I think then Temenos would take a day or two to kind of help the children, like in how he prays and how he tries to connect with the Sana Vita. So just to like literally just taking a day or two of just helping them try to connect with nature or connect spiritually with nature.
Okay, give me another religion or persuasion check.
That's an 11.
An 11. Yeah, you don't feel like you're making much progress with them. Maybe it's because you're out in the freezing cold where everything's dying. But I think you're losing them a bit still on this whole process.
Can I take a day and take them into the conservatory and see if maybe that setting helps with their communing?
Yeah, I mean, this kind of represents like a few days of effort. So like, I think it's like whatever's going on now. Maybe it's because as the funeral's getting closer, or like everything's getting closer, like it's hitting them harder, and they're a lot more distracted from the things you're talking about. That you're having a harder time to connect with them still.
In that case, then Temenos will kind of give them their space and go off on his own and take a day or an afternoon to kind of commune with the Sana Vita in his own way.
Okay. Silas. So I mean, if you're helping them with like the everything that's going on in the conservatory, if you want to give me either, like Darius or Indian, someone you want to try and make do some team building with.
Is Indian the main character right now?
Always has been, baby.
Because I'm gonna interact with Indian.
Okay. Yeah, so give me a like maybe like a point of contention or like a negative aspect dealing with Indian that you think like
Let
you
me
could get
pull out
resolved.
the list.
It has no negative aspect. She's perfect. She's a queen.
Oh my god!
I mean, this makes sense. You've been wanting to like stalk and figure out what the fuck your problem is. So
If you find out, let me know.
I can stop getting bills from my therapist, maybe.
Negative aspect. Her thing when she makes a decision but backs out of that decision. And she's like, "Oh no, I don't know. It's your choice."
Yeah, because you guys like last time you were together, you guys were making so much better progress at like not trying to defer to the other person as leader. And now Indian, it seems like still is being hesitant. If you guys want to just like role play a scene about that.
So new group. You're technically the leader, aren't you?
Of this group of people? I mean, not really. We're kind of like cohesive.
This is how I'm picturing it. Because Indian's more so into all the flora stuff. She'll be like helping set up the flowers for the funeral and whatnot, and I'd be helping her with that, and Silas would just look up from the flowers and give you a look. I know this group, has their own goals, but it's helpful to have a leader. To have path.
Yeah. Yeah. It would be
A
good
direction.
to have a direction. I mean, we're not like an adventuring party or anything.
You guys have been traveling together for how long?
2 months. I mean, it's not like we're trying to save the world or anything.
Well, yeah.
Just has his explorations he wants to do, and he needs help getting there. And I'm looking for the queen bee stuff, and Temenos is here.
What is his thing?
Something about a founder's. I don't know. I haven't talked to him very much, but he's been willing to help out when we go do things. Pat.
Pat. Look, you give me a prompt abruptly. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. No, it's fair. I just, yeah. I mean, we can if you guys want to sit in this, like, I mean, it can just be as simple as these, just having this conversation. So it's not a.
Let me lead it.
Oh, be the leader.
So, what kind of person was he?
He was looking for good in the world and wanted to be that good. I guess in that way we were kind of an adventuring group with. He just wanted to be a hero. And in the end he was. And like at this point she takes a potato out of her pocket and starts cutting it. And like
anyway.
Cuts like 2 pieces and hands one to Silas and starts digging a hole for one to place in the ground.
Hey, we're farming now.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if you guys want to give me, if you insight again is the base. If you have like a different idea for something, go ahead. But
Can it be persuasion? I'm best at that.
yeah, I mean, you're trying to like nudge Endian to be more in a leadership role with this. So.
Oh shit!
I got a.
In that case, I got a 16.
As she does pat the potato on the ground. Have you traveled with anyone since getting your license?
I'm not gonna read too into that. Yeah, I've few people here in.
Just for like one thing, or do you stay around for a while?
Was it more so you scratch my back, I scratch yours type of thing?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a set group. It was.
None of them you consider friends?
Acquaintances.
Tell him he came to me almost like a student trying to learn. He wanted to be able, I think he wanted to get his license so he could do heroic adventuring things. I don't know.
Did you take him under your wing?
Yeah. Tried to not make the same mistakes Leoric did with us. Or at least what I thought were mistakes.
Then just throw him into the fire?
No. I tried not to, at least. He kind of threw himself once in a while. But...
And now he's dead. I'm joking.
But I wonder if it was that teaching relationship or just the things we've been through that made me not open up to him as much as I should have.
Trying to I want to do an insight, but I don't know what to do it.
You already did your insight.
Alright, you did your insight.
Well, do you think it was past events that prevented from connecting with him, or was it just purely a teacher-student relationship?
I think I was scared.
Of forming a connection, or something else?
Yeah. She kind of takes her hand off the dirt of potatoes and stands up and wipes the dirt off her knees.
Don't even bother trying to burying the or planting the potato. He just stands up and takes the dirt off his knees.
I should get ready for dinner. And she kind of turns around and goes out to go up.
As you're leaving, he'll raise up his hand, try and grab you, but he leaves it there. He knows the feeling to run away. So he'll let you.
Let her make the choice. So, Silas, you got a 16, right? On that insight? That insight I made you roll?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to verify. So, like Indian before, you're going to have advantage on your next 2 downtime activities. You'll also get a team building memory from this, which will let you basically have enhance ability for 10 minutes at some point that you choose it as a bonus action. So like I don't know, yeah, I mean it's getting to reconnect this way. It kind of like a nostalgia and like a connection that like I said, you've dealt with other people, but like it's been kind of like you go on like a mission. It's kind of just helping, but like here it's that like friendship that you've made with Indian that has been like probably more different than your other adventuring companions. Because that helps you, gives you maybe a new perspective on things. Indian, you said you got a 22.
Yes, sir.
22. So the description here is that the participant has had an awakening, gaining a deep sense of who they can become and to their connection to their partner. Character has advantage, so you'll have advantage on 2 more downtime activities, and you'll get 2 more team building memory.
2 more, so I have 3.
Yep.
Holy tooly. Everybody keep team bonding with me.
I wanted to throw a curveball and go for Darius. I was like, there is not enough connection to do that.
Well, I mean, that's the point. That's the team building. That's you making connections.
Hey, what's making a funeral for your dead friend?
Hey, help this dead guy, huh?
Yeah. So when you guys arrived, it was soon to be New Year's. I think we've possibly gone through New Year's as you're setting this up. Possibly not really paying attention to anyone else, like the maybe city celebrations because you're busy with it. So we'll say it's like like a few days into this new year that you guys eventually get everything settled in, and you're able to have like maybe a proper ceremony. I don't know if you're doing anything specific with this, if it's just kind of like a quiet, somber recognition of this completed thing, or if it's anything more than that. But Synthoth, the moon Synthoth, is just coming out of the full moon, and Femoria is just coming out of the new moon in the same moment. So kind of like as one gate is opening, the other one's closing. I think this is a good moment to say, see you next time. This episode is done. If you would like to discuss the loss of a friend, you should probably go to therapy. But a loss of a fictional friend, you can always talk about it at IDL_RPGS or IDL.RPGS. You'd like to ask me about setting up team building activities, you can always hit me up at Bumblescum. If you would like to get the Etsy link to those earrings, you can always hit up Adam at Little Grove. If you would like to get a lot of support from your friends, you can always hit up Baka Zombie at Zombie Baka. If you would like to try and help some people in their time of loss and grief, you can always get assistance from Kane at Kane_Wallner. And I don't have any fancy thing to say. Kyle doesn't have socials. The Fit's dead. That's it. Bye.